chosen one. What I'm about to say is not for everyone. This message is not casual. It's not comfortable. It's divine, urgent, and loaded with truth. If you're watching this right now, it's not a mistake. It's not a coincidence. God has drawn you here because something massive is shifting in your life. He said, it's all starting because of you. The spiritual dominoes are falling. The breakthrough is already in motion. And yes, you are the reason. You've endured the isolation, the rejection, the confusion. You've cried behind closed doors, questioned your worth, and wondered if God even saw you. But He did. And now, He can't hold back your reward any longer. You paid a price in silence. You stood in faith when it made no sense. And heaven is declaring, you're done waiting. Now comes the reward. Not next year, not someday. Now. This is not just a season of blessing. It's a spiritual eruption. What's been held back is being released. What's been delayed is being delivered. You're not stepping into it. You're already in it. But you must understand, this requires alignment. You can't carry old mindsets into this new manifestation. This is the shift from wanting to having. Before we go any further, I want you to do 3 things, because this moment carries power. Like this video to seal your agreement. Subscribe and join this move of God. We're reaching 90,000 chosen ones. And comment the number 99 to release the energy of divine alignment over your life. This number is not random. It's a prophetic signal, a spiritual activation. And listen, if you're truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video until the end. Your spirit already knows this is your moment. But if you're not ready for what's about to be revealed, you won't make it through. Because this isn't a hype message, it's a heavenly warning and a divine reward wrapped in one. So take a breath, lock in, because everything is about to change. God said, it's all starting because of you, not your neighbor, not your pastor, not some distant figure with more credentials or clout. You. Because while others were sleeping, you were wrestling. While others were complaining, you were still trusting. You stood in the fire and said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. And heaven heard every whisper. You didn't just survive the valley, you transformed in it. You were built differently. You cried silently and still showed up with a smile. You had nothing, but gave everything. And that didn't go unnoticed. Listen carefully. You've created a heavenly pressure, and even God has declared, I cannot hold back your reward anymore. The test was divine, but now the reward is overdue. Your obedience has initiated a divine eruption. This is personal. This is prophetic. This is final. The calendar in heaven has your name highlighted in gold. July 6th, July 9th, July 10th. These aren't just dates, they are divine appointments. Doors will open because of your legacy of faith. Miracles will move at the sound of your name. Not because you begged, but because you believed. And now, everything is about to shift. Because of you. You've been through enough. Come on, you know it. The silent nights, the betrayals that crushed your heart, the moments where you felt abandoned even by God. They were all part of the fire, but they didn't destroy you. No, they forged you. And now God says, the testing season is over. Now comes the crowning. You've graduated from the wilderness. You didn't lose your mind. You didn't curse God. You passed. Let me be clear. Heaven doesn't crown pretenders. It crowns survivors, overcomers, warriors. And that's what you are. You didn't just go through the storm. You carried peace in it. You walked through heartbreak and didn't turn bitter. You held on when everything inside of you screamed to give up. God saw all of it. The sleepless nights, the whispered prayers, the faith that looked foolish. And now, it's your coronation. This isn't symbolic. This is supernatural recognition. What's coming isn't just reward. It's divine elevation. You are about to sit in rooms you never applied to be in. You're about to wear favor like a robe. Because when the testing is done, the king places a crown. And this time, it's not temporary, it's eternal. Get ready, because you're not being tested anymore. You're being crowned. Mark it boldly. Circle July 6th. Write it on your mirror. Tattoo it on your spirit. This is the day where financial chains break. The drought is over. The weight you've carried, robbing Peter to pay Paul, fighting just to survive, that weight is being lifted. Why? Because you kept giving when you had nothing left. You were generous, even when you were gasping. And God says, now I'm about to overwhelm you with overflow. This isn't hype. This is heaven's calendar. You've entered a divine window where provision will no longer be a problem. New resources, fresh contracts, surprising deposits. They're on the way. But it's more than money, it's freedom. Freedom from debt, freedom from fear, freedom from the cycle of survival. July 6th isn't just a day. It's the beginning of a new financial identity. Get ready to walk into rooms where your last bank statement no longer defines your worth. Abundance is coming. The blessings are not trickling. They are flooding. You didn't chase wealth. You chased God. And now wealth is about to chase you. Mark the date. Speak it aloud. Declare it daily. July 6th is your financial breakout. July 9th, something deep is going to erupt. But not outside of you. Inside. Your soul has been longing for clarity. You've been crying, God, show me why I'm here. You've been walking with vision fog, with questions you can't even put into words. But July 9th is the day when the clouds lift and the fire falls. Your soul is going to wake up to divine purpose. This is more than spiritual hype. This is alignment. Your spirit has been calling for a deeper connection, and heaven has scheduled your awakening. The confusion, the internal war, the mental fatigue, God is breaking it off. You're going to see clearly, hear deeply, walk boldly. This will be like receiving new spiritual eyes, the same you, but with new sight, new sound, and new power. Don't underestimate what this means. This spiritual awakening isn't just for your growth, it's for your assignment. Because once you awaken, you activate others. You become the signal to those still asleep. You're not just getting a breakthrough, you're becoming one. July 9th will mark the day your soul remembered why it was born. On July 10th, the realm around you will shift. You may not see it with your eyes, but you'll feel it in the energy, the atmosphere, the people. God is cleansing your realm. Every voice, every relationship, every room that's been dimming your light will be realigned or removed. This isn't punishment, it's positioning. God is creating space for what's about to be born in your life. Some people can't go where you're going. Some environments were fine for the old version of you, but they can't survive the next level. You're not being isolated, you're being elevated. And with elevation comes separation. Don't cry over what God clears out. Trust the process. You've been praying for peace. Well, here it comes, and it begins with a supernatural realm reset. This cleansing is holy. You'll feel lighter, the clutter gone, the confusion gone, the leeches and distractions gone. It's like a divine wind is blowing through your life, sweeping away anything that can't carry the next season's oil. There's a moment in heaven when the clock strikes now, when all the prayers, all the obedience, all the pain you endured stacks up like thunderclouds about to burst. And even God says, I will not delay this any longer. That moment is here. You passed every test, the secret ones no one saw, the silent ones that nearly crushed your spirit, the painful ones that broke your heart but refined your soul. And now the results are in. You passed. Understand this. Delay is not denial. But even delay has an expiration date, and yours just hit. You didn't just get through life. You passed through fire, through betrayal, through the tight places that suffocated others. You stood still when running away seemed easier. You prayed when it made no logical sense. And heaven has said, this child of mine is faithful. Release their recompense. This next move in your life isn't about favor by chance. It's favor by proof. Your track record in the Spirit has built credibility before the throne. Even if you don't feel worthy, God sees your resume of endurance. And now there's no power in hell, no person on earth, no delay in the heavens that can stop what's coming. You passed every test. Now the reward is on its way, and nothing can stop it. Let me make it clear. What's coming isn't just a breakthrough. It's divine payback. Breakthrough gets you free. Payback gives you more than what was stolen. And child of God, you've lost a lot. Time, trust, money, relationships, peace. The enemy came in hard. But he forgot one thing. God keeps records. Every seed you planted, every tear you cried, every injustice you endured, it's all been noted, and heaven is getting even on your behalf. The scale is tipping now. This is more than recovery. It's a spiritual repayment plan from the courts of heaven. God says, I saw what they took. I heard what they said. I counted what it cost you. And now, I will restore, not just what was lost, but double. That's the God you serve, not just a healer, not just a redeemer, but a restorer of all things. You're about to see doors open that should have opened years ago. Opportunities that bypassed you are circling back. Favor that was blocked is now flowing. Why? Because payback is heaven's justice. You didn't take revenge. You didn't retaliate. You trusted God. And now He's moving with divine precision. This isn't breakthrough. This is compensation. Confusion has been your unwanted companion for too long. One day you're up, the next you're unsure. You've questioned yourself. You've second-guessed your purpose. You've wondered if you missed it, if you're late, if you failed. But hear me loud. Confusion ends now. Not next week, not next year now. God is about to release divine direction so sharp, so clear, you'll wonder why you ever doubted. There's a wave of divine clarity sweeping toward your mind. All the fog gone. The dead-end decisions, the heartbreak loops, the cycles of almosts done. You're not crazy. You're not behind. You were simply in the hallway between purpose and power. But now, the doors are opening. God is turning your why me into now I see. Direction is coming not just for your calling, but for your career, your relationships, your finances, your habits. You won't have to guess anymore. You won't have to force it. God is giving you blueprint-level clarity, ideas, instructions, confirmations. Watch how they start showing up, because confusion can't live where destiny has been declared. And in your life, destiny is being announced loud and clear. You've carried so much for so long. The pressure, the weight, the quiet suffering, no one sees. You've been strong not because you wanted to be, but because you had to be. And now God says, enough. You've borne enough. The burden is being lifted. and in its place, a downpour from heaven. This is the moment where your endurance becomes overflow, where your pain is traded for provision, where your silence is met with celebration. God is not cruel. He is just, and He's about to show you that all you're carrying was not in vain. There's oil coming from your crushing. There's power coming from your pressure, and there's breakthrough coming from your burden. Heaven is pouring now, not a trickle, but a waterfall of favor. It will touch your mind, your house, your body, your money, your relationships. You were carrying weights. Now, you'll carry glory. You were carrying responsibilities. Now, you'll carry results. You've carried long enough. Now, it's time to receive. Let this hit deep. You are the reason heaven is moving right now. It wasn't a preacher. It wasn't a trend. It wasn't luck. It was your faith. Quiet, raw, stubborn faith. The kind that shows up with no applause. The kind that prays with no proof. The kind that believes with no backup plan. That faith, it triggered something. You didn't know it, but your yes in the dark moved angels. Your trust in uncertainty made heaven stand at attention. You are the trigger. God moves when faith shows up, and your life has been a daily altar of faith-filled sacrifice. Even in fear, you obeyed. Even in doubt, you believed. And now the heavens are responding to your spiritual signal. Expect acceleration. Expect answered prayers. Expect supernatural alignment. Not because you manipulated it, but because you believed for it. Your faith set it all in motion. And now, heaven can't stop moving on your behalf. There are moments in time when everything shifts, and this is one of them. You're not just in a new season, you're in your appointed time. That means God circled this moment before you were even born. All the delays, broken, all the cycles, finished, all the not yets, turned into now. This is your moment. You've waited, you've cried, you've questioned. But the wait didn't weaken you, it strengthened you. And now, divine timing is colliding with divine promise. You will no longer chase what belongs to you. It's coming by divine appointment, on time, in full, and completely undeniable. This isn't just a new chapter, it's a whole new book. The story shifts now. You're not chasing prophecy anymore, you're living in fulfillment. Watch how fast things move now. Because when the appointed time arrives, delay loses all its power. This is that time. You didn't serve for the spotlight. You weren't faithful for applause. But let me tell you, God is about to reward you publicly. All the years people misunderstood you, underestimated you, overlooked you, now God is about to make it known. You were always chosen. The reward won't be hidden. It'll be seen by all. This is the season where your private obedience becomes public recognition. Your integrity is about to be honored. Your quiet loyalty is about to be echoed. God is placing you on platforms not for fame, but for confirmation, to show the world what happens when someone stays faithful, and no one will be able to deny it. Your rise will be undeniable, not manufactured, miraculous. People who doubted you will have to say, "Surely the Lord was with them." Get ready, and because He's about to put you on display as proof of what faith can do. But hear me, don't get distracted. This is not the time to scroll endlessly, to lose focus, to disconnect from your spirit. This is the moment to tune in. Heaven is speaking, angels are aligning, opportunities are knocking. But you must stay locked in spiritually. Don't let your focus be stolen now, not when you're this close. If you knew what was behind these next few days, you would treat them like sacred ground. Fast, pray, reflect, watch. July 6 to 10 will be the most pivotal window of your year, maybe your life. Don't waste it with distraction. Stay present, stay alert, stay faithful. This is more than a season shift. It's a realm shift. Seasons are temporary, but realms are dimensions. You're being elevated into a space where the old rules no longer apply. You won't just be blessed, you'll operate on a different frequency. Heaven's frequency. This new realm will demand more of you, but it will also deliver more to you. You'll walk in spiritual authority. You'll speak and see results. You'll command peace in chaos. You won't just survive battles, you'll shift atmospheres. That's the power of realm access. And you're walking into it. Don't try to bring old habits into a new realm. Let go, level up, step in. You've been called higher, not for ego, but for assignment. Not for status, but for impact. This is not a promotion of popularity. It's a promotion of power. You've crossed over. Welcome to your new realm. Get ready, because what's about to happen will feel like someone rewrote your entire story, and that someone is God Himself. The struggle, the pain, the delays, they were all the introduction. But now, the author has picked up his pen again, and he's rewriting everything. Your future won't look like your past. Your identity is being redefined. Your path is being repaved. And when people look at your life, they won't see struggle. They'll see redemption. God is taking every broken sentence and turning it into a beautiful story of glory. Every rejected chapter is now being turned into revival. Don't be surprised when your life starts looking unrecognizable in the best way. That's what happens when God takes over the pen. This isn't a revision, it's a rewrite, and by the time He's done, every scar will be a symbol, every trial will be a testimony, and every valley will echo with victory. There's a version of you that God was waiting for. Not the broken, unsure, doubting you, but the refined, awakened, unshakable you. The version who doesn't need outside approval to obey God. The version who doesn't flinch when doors close because you know the gatekeeper is your Father. Heaven has waited patiently for you to become this. And now that you've arrived, everything begins.